welcome back to River Talk. I'm Trey Kenny. Joined with me, as always, is Colin, Nick, and Ashlyn. Zach's not here today. He's taking a break. So, what are we talking about today, folks? So, are you a person in your early 20s, late teens that feels like today's media is garbage? Well, guess what? You're not alone. We're here with you. The late 90s, early 2000s, golden age of media, if you ask me. Let's talk about that.
You might be suffering some mesothelioma.
Alright, let's go around the room and let's just say like our favorite shows or games or music or whatever from back in the day.
Full House.
Full House is a good one.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was a good one. Fairly Odd Parents or Rugrats.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Jimmy Neutron.
oh yeah.
Anybody ever watch Roseanne?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
I mean, she's kind of nuts.
I mean, it
but-
was kind of above.
Well, that was
me.
kind of like a My Family kind of thing.
You're just like it fits.
I know a lot of people watch it, but Friends, I always thought Friends was pretty good.
My grandma used to only own Friends when I was
Really?
at her house, like the DVD, like every season of Friends.
That's
I'm
awesome.
like I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I watched so much.
Ed and Eddie.
Oh, absolutely,
I
yeah.
could never figure out which one was which though.
Yeah, it was a little hard to follow. Like
I always thought Double D was a girl.
Yes.
Seriously, Plank was like
Yes.
my.
Which that in like retrospect, that might have been like a really awful innuendo.
Wait, you know what else? They might have just been Pathfinders. They had the first transgender character in a major media.
That set the trends
Yeah.
before it was.
Did you see like they had, I don't know, was it like a movie reboot kind of thing where they met his brother?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Matt Eddie's brother, and he turned out to be like a dirtball.
Yeah.
Like,
I've only seen it once, but I've been
yeah,
trying to see
it was,
it.
it was really
I
strange.
wish they would bring that back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Some of the reboots that they're doing nowadays. I mean, Scooby Doo's on like its 15th reboot, and it's probably
The original
garbage.
one.
The first 14
Oh, yeah.
were awful.
Scooby-Doo was one of those things where there's like some good ones.
Yeah,
and then
Scooby-Doo
there's some,
were
like,
already-
Yeah, that
some
was
of the
hit and
reboots
miss.
are actually okay, but some of them you're like,
Yeah.
what is
The only
this?
reboots I
Exactly.
really liked were like the movies of like
Uh-huh.
the middle
Uh-huh.
2000s.
Uh-huh.
Those were
good.
some-
Like Scooby Doo in like the Halloween Mansion or some garbage title like that.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. But like they have like a Powerpuff Girls reboot thing. It's like we're in middle school now. We're all about
Oh.
girl power.
Go back to elementary
Like,
school.
yeah, it's like go back to preschool when like it
And
wasn't about being edgy and political.
And beating the crap out of
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, the writing was so much.
That
better.
kid that ate glue in that show was like the
Oh, I remember
funniest
that,
thing in the
yeah.
world. I was like every
Some of the villains in those shows back in the day, like him.
That one confused me so
androgynous,
much as a
like,
child.
Devil
Like I
guy.
never could figure out what it
Crazy
was.
stuff.
You know what was always on PBS after school? Dragon Tales.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
See,
That was good.
I always liked to watch Dragon Tales just as much as I like to watch Arthur, but it was never on in my house. Like I don't know.
I loved
like,
Dragon
PBS
Tales.
was just never
Like
on my TV. I don't know. It
You
was
know,
always.
Arthur's still on around this time.
It was always like
Watch PBS.
Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or like Disney.
I do.
I'm like,
I get over the air too.
the Disney shows. My sister and I used
Disney
to watch
Channel
them.
used to be
They were great.
solid too.
They're homemade movies, not homemade.
Homemade.
But they're like all Disney Channel movies. Those were great
Mhm.
until like 2008 or 9.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
things changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
I loved that show. I watched that show all the time.
Yeah, I saw the complete
That was the
series
only
in
anime
Walmart.
I ever watched.
I almost bought it.
I would have. I
Almost.
so would have.
See, yeah, and I liked shows like that and like Teen Titans that were like kind of this like almost anime type thing, but still very
So
western.
that and Teen Titans was like the last great.
Teen Titans
animated
Trouble in
show.
Tokyo, I watched like probably on like a bi-monthly basis
Yeah.
because I love it. It
Yeah,
is such
but-
a good movie.
But as mentioned earlier, all the reboots are garbage. I mean,
Oh, reboots in general are garbage.
that's mostly true.
See, well, that one, that Legend of what was it, Zara or
Korra?
Korra.
That wasn't too bad. It just, I don't know.
I was too emotionally unstable from them killing off like all the characters I loved. I was like, I can't finish it.
Yes. It was the same, except it was none of the characters that you fell in love with.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys ever watch Nick Gas? Like back in the day, it was like Nickelodeon, but it was like all these like Legend of the Hidden Temple and stuff like that. No, that's not really bells. Oh, that was a good one.
Was that like was the Hidden Temple? Is that like that game show?
Yeah, it
Well,
was
oh,
like
yeah.
it was like three
No, I
different
did.
colored teams. Not like racially colored, but like it had like three like distinct like it was the Silver Cobras and the pink,
Yes!
the Purple Panthers, like garbage '90s shtick
but
like that.
like the Amanda show.
Oh,
stuff like that.
yeah.
We're not the dancing lobsters.
Oh man,
I was so invested in the storylines of like the sub-stories
Uh-huh.
that it wasn't even funny.
That's where,
number.
That's where Drake Bell and Josh
Yeah.
Peck kind of got their start too.
That's where a lot of
And
them.
And then they both fell off the face of the earth.
All that. Well, no, he was on Vine until they shut that down.
Oh yeah, they shut Vine down. That's the thing.
Yeah, that was like there goes anything he had left.
And Josh
Anything funny.
and Josh Peck was in some really crappy Netflix movie. It's like
Well, he-
Mean Creek or something.
Didn't he have a
like
show
that.
on Fox where
Yeah,
John Stamos?
that got canceled up.
John
Not-
Stamos.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that got
Yeah.
canceled.
I don't know. Grandfather did.
Yeah.
He was in the reboot of Red Dawn too.
Yeah, but can we just get back to the episode mentioned Josh? Have you seen the ones that hit Oprah?
Yeah. He gets tickets to go see
That is
Oprah
like my
because he had like a
favorite
weird
scene.
fetish idolization thing for Oprah, and then he slams
Hits
into
him with his
her.
car.
And all of her crazy fangirls are like, "You hit Oprah!"
And he's like,
Did you
there.
guys ever watch iCarly?
Yeah.
It was just so weird going from
Yeah,
to this
yeah.
evil
Well,
little
and
girl.
some of the cast on like Drake and Josh,
They
Rich, and,
overlap.
like, and that like
Yeah.
that was weird.
And it's just
different.
strange to see. Yeah, that's
Well, and then they had that what is it, Sam and Cat spinoff.
Yeah, all those
That
spin-offs.
was
spin-offs.
Miss me with that crap.
Some spin-offs are good, some are not.
Yeah.
Some should just aren't.
Some just. You guys remember Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yes.
It was scary.
It was, but it was
That-
so
The
good.
one episode where they dig up that slab or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the thing's out in like the.
Yeah, and it's in like this creepy CG.
I have never been more afraid of eggplants than with that show.
Yeah.
It was like how
Yeah,
the girls
that
that
show.
like the broccoli, like those shows made you want to fear vegetables because they were scary.
Right, but then like Cartoon Network was so good at like how they like set these, because you would have something creepy funny like that, but then you would flip the coin and have like Johnny Bravo,
who was
a half hour later,
the
who was like
funniest
this
person ever.
freaking Elvis Presley weird.
You know, I saw. I don't know if it was this meme or whatever it was, but it was an episode of Johnny Bravo. Apparently, it aired in like 2000 and it had 2 buildings that looked like the World Trade Center.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
All those
Jeez.
conspiracies.
Someone was saying, I don't know.
Johnny Bravo predicted it or something like that.
Oh.
You never know.
This
No.
is craziness.
Like,
Here's-
see,
Things on the internet.
like it was the early 2000s when the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and that's like
Oh, I
Barbie and the
remember that.
superheroes.
Uh-huh.
That was like my favorite thing
Yeah.
in the entire world at that point. Like that was my life.
You know what was great? The Lizzie McGuire movie.
I watched it the other day. Do you realize that they're in like junior high graduation and they're going to like Rome? I'm like,
It made me so jealous. I always wanted to go to these schools where they just went overseas.
yeah, but see, I always assumed that they were like older until I watched it like a couple months ago, and I'm like,
Going to high
they're like just graduated to like the 8th
Yeah.
grade.
Right.
Where are they going to school?
Right?
Craziness.
It's one of those things you're like, how is that even possible? Ugh, no, those were great.
Kids Next Door was a good one too.
Yeah.
And
It made me not want to be a teenager though.
honestly, it really did. Like they,
Teenagers are
they did such a
boring.
good job of instilling like this horrible image of growing up.
But like, I don't remember which one it was, the little girl with all her bears. I was like, oh, you're so funny.
Number 3.
It was something like that. They all were numbers. I don't
Well, number 4 was that orange
He was
one.
the he was the Australian kid, yeah.
And then number 5 was the.
Was the sassy black girl who
Yeah.
was like, number 5 says. Like, and then like her dad was supposed to be like a Bill Cosby parody.
Who was number? Oh, number 2 was the fat
Plants
chubby.
Number 2,
Yeah.
yeah, Hoagie. Yeah. Hoagie.
yeah.
like, they couldn't have gotten more obvious with their blatant like insults. Like, let's call the fat kid Hoagie.
Number 1.
Nigel Uno.
Why was he bald?
Yeah, he was bald and like they did like some finale movie or something like that where they talked about his dad who was like
Oh,
number
Sousaphone?
0. Yeah. So
This makes me want to go home and watch.
it's
all
such a
this stuff.
weird, yeah. God, cartoons used to be so good. I don't know what happened. Actually, I know exactly what happened.
Freaking Obama.
Absolutely.
Speaking of that, I think one of them just came out on the radio and said that they were lucky they didn't have social media back then because they wouldn't even shine a light on what, or Justin Bieber couldn't even shine a light on what they did.
Oh no, no.
So God only knows
The
what
boy
happened.
bands of the day.
The land of social
Yeah, the
media.
boy bands
Moved to
and like
Pablo
the days of
Escobar.
like Backstreet Boys and like the Spice Girls.
See, I like never
Like-
get into like a lot of those boy bands. I was like, what is this?
I remember when Facebook was just like like almost like a MySpace thing where I think I remember sitting over by my sister and watching her over the shoulder. She had a frog on her Facebook page.
Yeah, it was a Pepe.
Yeah, it was a Pepe.
I don't know.
Where people actually had MySpace instead of Facebook.
Yeah, see, I was like the one kid that listened to their parents when they're like, "Don't get on the internet because you'll talk to strangers." I was like, "Yeah, okay." So I never had a MySpace.
Speaking of that, my first encounter on the internet was CartoonNetwork.com.
That's
Playing
awesome.
those games.
That's
I don't know if you guys ever played that one game where it was like it was all the characters and they were on like this resort and you had to like figure out this mystery or something.
The only game I ever played was the Teen Titans one. Like, that's like my entire life as a child.
Yeah, I was playing like Battlefield Vietnam, so
Yeah. I had consoles.
You had to get off the
PC.
I did
internet.
not.
Yeah.
It's from when they answer the phone. I remember.
Not but like,
Oh, that's really far back. You had to get off the phone.
oh yeah, dial-up.
Oh,
I think
I
this was
remember
like
the tail
03.
end of dial-up. I do remember that.
No.
See, I used to live in the country, so we had dial-up longer than most people had it, because, you know.
Well, I can remember like how games are evolved because I can remember my friends getting like the first Sims and being like, "This is cool," and now I'm on like Sims 4 and I'm like, "This is awesome."
The last console my
Oh,
parents
they
bought
evolved.
me was the PS2.
That was like the one thing I had.
We had like an N64, which you know means phenomenal. It's my personal favorite. And then we had an PS2, and our cousins had the adapter that you needed to play online for some games. And like me and my brother, we would play like Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it was just, like compared to today's standards, it was the worst, choppiest,
Oh, they all were,
framing,
though.
like 10 frames a second.
Like-
It's just, and we were just like, this is so cool.
I
Playing with
remember,
dudes from
like-
Germany or something.
Okay, like I remember how excited when the Wii Connect came out. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was like, I can do
Well,
this.
even in like 2013 or 2012 or whatever, I was playing Mario Kart Wii.
Oh,
Have you guys like played the Wii recently? Because I work with kids and there are like weird games. Like there's like cow racing now. Like you literally ride a cow
Oh,
around
that
and
sounds
race
Remember
fantastic.
it.
there's a goat simulator for the Xbox?
Yeah,
That's
you like,
pretty fun.
yeah, you like fly into
Oh,
buildings and blow up.
My brother and all his friends they play the farming simulator. It's like a $50 game and they all play it.
Yeah, and
it's just-
it's just farming.
Like Sims Farm Edition.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, when I was in middle school and high school, the shop teacher was, and he, like money management and all that kind of stuff, he had like these modules. And one you could like build a bridge at, and the other one you could do electrical. Or there was one where it was this flight simulator, and it was this game, and then we had the, whatchamacallit.
Oh,
If you were
like-
lucky, he let you play it, and oh my god, I wanted it so much.
See,
See-
I was like a weird kid because like I can remember pre-junior high, like 4th and 5th grade, I watched Maury Povich every day. Like stuff like that. Like I was such a weird kid.
See, I mean, I was watching Fox News when I was younger, but whenever like they were talking about financial crap or stuff, I was too stupid to understand. I'd always be like, all right, what's SpongeBob up to?
See, I never got into that show. I liked Patrick, like he was funny, but like overall, I was never a SpongeBob fan.
such a rough.
Yeah, I mean,
He liked that.
you don't even need to explain any bit of context for like most people. It's like
It's
you
true.
can identify one SpongeBob line, and immediately an entire
No, it's
room of
for rat,
people
too.
will know it. There you
Okay,
go.
I know people all the
No, it's for rat,
like,
too.
Like little numbers and stuff.
The
They like say it in
Hash
class,
Brown.
like the entire class knows what
Drake and Josh.
Drake
The
and
game sphere.
The game
It's miracle.
Just like so many. I mean, you don't need any sort of context whatsoever. All you have to do is pop a line.
It's an Alaskan bulwark.
It was big, hairy, and pink. Sounds Patrick's belly button, but I'm not scared of that either. Like,
It's its time.
yeah, and I mean, whether or not that's a good thing for our generation to be able to instantly remember something that came out like what, 13
It
years
means we
ago.
all had interesting childhoods watching these shows.
Well, I mean, like my parents can do that for like Happy Days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
From,
Well, that's the definition.
from like the Cold War.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's how you know you made a good show, is it?
Yeah.
See,
People used to talk about it 12 years ago.
well, I mean, my family has this weird tradition when I was a kid. We still do. Like, have you ever seen The Twilight Zone?
Like, yeah.
That is
the
like
old one.
single-handedly.
We watched
one of the
that in
greatest
middle school.
shows.
Oh, that's the Twilight. I only recently started watching it, but I love it.
Oh yeah, but yeah, especially old ones because they made a reboot.
Well, the reboot's not good.
Horrible.
Not again.
It was like a weird Goosebumps.
No, the old ones are black and white,
God.
Yeah, the black and white ones.
Yeah.
We own
This
every
one's
season at my
Goosebumps
house. It's
show.
literally one of the best shows. Like if you've not seen it, everyone should watch it.
Some creepy stuff.
It is, but it like made you think.
See, my favorite one of the Twilight Zone is the one where he's like, I don't remember if he works at a bank or a library.
It's the glasses one.
Yes, I love
That's
that
like
one.
everyone's favorite that I know. Like that is so heartbreaking though. Like,
Isn't there one about like a box in some apartment and they steal something? I don't know. Maybe
probably. Or like, there's
We
like.
watched this in those.
Oh, see, I watch it every year on New Year's because they do a marathon.
Oh, yeah.
So I watch it every year.
Pretty cool.
And there are some like really good ones, and it made you think.
Mhm.
Like that was like most of my influence as a child of what made me think was like the creepy stuff in that show.
For like,
See, what made me do that is like watching Napoleon Dynamite like 1,000 times
I've
in a row
never
and
seen
just
that.
finding more and more stuff.
teeny
to
and
laugh
fat
at.
lard.
Yeah. Like
Dude.
that's one of the many examples of movies that like if someone were to try to make that today,
Yeah.
they would come under so much fire.
See, I've never seen that movie.
You really don't need to,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Everyone else has seen it.
All
they
you have
can
to do
tell
is
you.
vote for Pedro and you're okay.
yeah, vote for Pedro Tina, you fat lard.
No, I'm like as I've gotten older,
If
I've
you
learned that there's
freaking
like,
idiot.
Pedro's
Because I never
2016.
God!
Yes. Oh God.
apparently I need to sit and watch
Just like
it.
terrible movie. Like objectively, that is an awful movie.
Oh, a
but
lot
it's
of
so
things are.
funny.
Like,
It's so stupid.
I'll go back and watch movies that I watched as a kid, and I'm like this has no purpose. This is completely inappropriate for a child.
Yeah.
What is this?
It's like The Room.
Well, The Room is a bad movie.
Oh yeah, but it's so
It's
mesmerizing.
It's not even campy funny.
There's something about that movie that's just like
The Room.
What is that about?
it's an independent movie. It's about this guy who like his.
Kidnaps this girl and puts her in a room, and then she has the kid in the room.
See, you'd
And they
think
never leave the room?
you'd think with a title like The Room, that's what it would be about, but it's not. It's about a guy who thinks his woman is cheating on her, and then it turns out she is. But then there's really trash dialogue and like.
Oh, because there's an actual
Yeah, there's
movie
a-
like that.
It's actually a
That's what I
book.
thought you
Yeah,
meant.
there's a book.
Like, I have the book. I've never read it, but I have
It's
it.
pretty good.
It's a good movie too.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, I have it. I've never read it. I have all these books I haven't read that I plan to read eventually.
I have like the complete Tom Clancy, and I've only read like 3.
I have like all of the series of Unfortunate Events. And
I don't remember that.
Yeah, the trailer for that movie freaked me out, so I never saw it.
oh, I saw the movie. The show I haven't seen.
What
I'm
happened
like,
to Jim Carrey?
but like the
Jim
movie.
Carrey?
He
Like
just
Ace Ventura,
disappeared.
Jim Carrey?
There's Drew Carey, the
Go
Price is
crazy.
Right guy.
No, Jim Carrey.
Who's
I don't
that?
know. I think he kind of went down like the same road as like Amanda Bynes. Like he just got
Mike Myers.
seriously strung out on a lot of substances and just stopped making
A lot of
things.
substances.
Wow.
No, Jim Carrey though, he's so like the second Ace Ventura movie is like one of my top 5 movies.
He was in The Mask, right?
is clean.
Apparently, I have not watched no
Well,
movies.
that's Pet Detective, isn't
I haven't been like a movie. I used to watch like
Um,
it?
a
It's a classic.
When Nature Calls is like a glove. When he flips the Hummer into the parking spot.
No. Like, I used
Jim
to watch-
Carrey's in The Mask, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that
Oh,
one.
that's a
I've
good
seen
one.
Do
that
they
one.
call me Cuban Pete? I'm the king of the rumba beat.
That was such a weird movie. Like, no.
And now all these writers and directors are straight edge and they're not making good things anymore.
Like with the movie Get Out, they're like, okay, what do the people want to see? They want to see racial conflicts, and we want to try and get attention by making this movie as edgy and political statementy
Yeah.
as possible.
I have-
It wasn't like that back in the
I
day.
have not like I've only seen the previews and I cannot figure out what it's about enough to want to go see it.
It's like white people kidnapping black people.
Isn't
and-
it, they break into some blind guy's house?
Get Out?
No, that's a different one.
What's
But I know
that?
what I don't know what you're talking about, but I know what you're talking. I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking
Well,
about.
there's this other movie that came out last summer. It was Lights Out or whatever.
Yeah, they break into a blind
Yeah.
guy's house like these teenagers do, and then he turns
No,
out to be like a
that's not
secret
that movie.
ninja.
It's where this mom is like crazy and she has like this imaginary friend who's really like a demon and just lives in the shadow. It's very.
Oh, that's
stupid.
another one. Yeah, I haven't
It's
seen.
stupid, but it's
See,
stupid.
I don't like those type of movies.
Mm.
Like those are not my style.
And see, ask Trey, I just love movies, so.
Yeah, he watches so many movies.
Yeah, I have a stash.
We are out of time. Thank
Yeah.
you for joining us today. We'll see you next week.
That was so much more fun than talking about
It
the
really was.
Trans-Pacific
I love
Partnership.
you guys.